If there's one thing I think America don't get enough credit for, is their production level of the morbidly obese. Honestly, it's groundbreaking, literally. It's a consistency they managed to keep too. Like, I've never known there not to be a fat problem in America. There's always a movement they make up to try and convince themselves it's not a problem. I heard a fact the other day, and it was that fuel consumption in aeroplanes is down due to less passengers being obese. Can you believe it? And I'm going to be honest, it brought a tear to my eye, because it goes to show truly what we can achieve when we put our minds to something. That's something being a drug. Well, they say weight loss drugs, but I'd argue what isn't a weight loss drug. You know what I mean? If I see a fat friend that I haven't seen in a few years and they're all of a sudden skinny, the first question I ask is, so what's the addiction? What happened? Because there's no way you did this with hard work and commitment. I know you. What's your opinion on these weight loss drugs anyways? Like that Ozempic or Wegovy? That's right, I've done my research because I found out that to actually take Ozempic, you have to be diabetic. So that got me thinking, how are all these celebrities and people that I've spoke to getting hold of this stuff then? Do they have like a guy who they get it off? Are we going to be having Ozempic dealers soon, getting more time than the nonces? Along with losing a lot of weight, the drugs also make you lose the will to live, as they come with a few side effects. This is on the Ozempic website, by the way. Nausea, diarrhea, stomach abdominal pain, constipation, vomiting. Ah, lovely. Yeah, give me more of that. You know what? At that point, I'd rather just be fat. So if you're going to end up suffering regardless, why not lose the weight the old-fashioned way? Eat less and do more. Burn more than you consume. Yeah, it might take longer, but I just don't think weight loss should be one of them things where you can offer a quick turnaround. Feels like a scam. Give it time. We'll have a Logan Paul Ozempic company soon, where he offers his own but with one less symptom, which would most likely be bullshit anyways. You'd end up dead if he made one. The people we're going to be looking at today not only bring the fuel down in the plane, they actually bring the full plane down, and that's even if it manages to take off. It's a show called My 600 Pound Life. You've probably heard of it, and it's good because it gives the rest of the world an insight to the life of an average American. It's all good hearing all these statistics about how over 40% of adults in America have obesity, but until you actually see it, it's hard to grasp just how fucked that country actually is. With that being said, let me introduce you to Stephen.
This looks really yummy.
That was my first impression of this guy, by the way, not really knowing that this is just scratching the fucking surface. Because Stephen seems to be the star of the show, which isn't something to be proud of, is it? Like, there's a lot better shows I'd rather have in my portfolio. It's gonna be rough applying for any job after this, innit? I reckon if he was to apply for a job, he'd just put experience in television. I just hope they don't ask what the show was. So it says you have experience in television? Yeah, I do. Oh, okay, great, brilliant. Can you elaborate? What is it you did? Yeah, I think it's best we just skip over that one. It's not a big deal. The damage is already done though. You type in My 600 Pound Life followed by Stephen and boom, you have a week's worth of content to waste your life watching. So when I see that, in my head, I already know this guy's gonna be a bit fucked up. I've done this shit for too long to be blindsided by the states of this world now. Anyway, let's see why Stephen's having movie-length videos made about him then. It's never a good sign, is it, when you have these voiceover channels that create these in-depth analysis into certain topics making videos about you? That's when you know you fucked up somewhere. If one of these channels makes a video about me in the future titled How This UK Creator Lost Everything, that's when I start panicking, like, alright, okay, I'm done.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, at least give us some time to breathe. You know what I mean? You can't go straight from that to ass cheeks. It just don't work like that. Give us some B-roll with a little music at least before cutting to full nudity. I like how they've only blared his ass out too. Like, the rest of it is just fucking great to look at. Yeah, let's just blare the ass cheeks that can deal with the rest. I actually might have to add some manual blaring myself because YouTube pull my videos for the smallest of shit, so I don't know, we'll find out. This is probably fully monetized. I'll get an age restriction and demonetization. I don't know what the problem is.
Okay, I'm gonna need help with my right leg. Back into the bed, I can get the left one in.
Right. They can't.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, look at his leg. Look at his leg. Oh, they don't blare that out, did they? We're used to seeing fat people's ass cheeks anyways. Listen, I'm not saying I want to look at any of this stuff, but if someone had a gun to my head and was saying to me, here, to save your life, you have to pick one to stare at for 2 hours straight, I'd choose his bare ass over the gammy leg any day. You know, I can't even bring myself to even give it more than a glimpse as well. I can sort of like smell the gamminess of it.
There you go. I've been in the hospital now for a little over a month and it hasn't been too bad. It's hard, but it feels good to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you. So for the most part, I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, I bet you are. Not having to move or do anything yourself seems like a dream come true for him, doesn't it? The fact he's laying there with a smile on his face like the entire hospital staff didn't need to assist him to get into bed. Does he not feel the slightest bit of shame? Even if one person offered to help me get into bed, I'd be like, yeah, nah, don't worry about it. Let me do it. I just wouldn't want to be that guy that's bothering people where they have to stop what they're doing just so they can help me get into bed. I'd feel like such a dick.
Oh my God. But there have been some frustrating moments that have been harder for me to deal with. Mostly how long it takes for people to respond to the call button.
Ah, the fucking nerve. Here we go. It's starting. This is where I have to hold back and bite my tongue because what I want to say doesn't go hand in hand with monetization. But I'm already boiling up just staring at this man. Never mind listening to him.
My lunch is awfully late. Oh, he just left just now. All right, so it should be here then. Okay, thank you.
The only acceptable thing to do right there is to tell him to shut the fuck up and wait. Do doctors get paid to show respect to disrespectful patients? Like, as long as they're ticking their boxes, do they really have to put on this fake, friendly personality and act like this morbidly obese prick and bothering them? You'd have to say something like, yeah, I didn't do 4 years of med school to be spoken to like a dickhead by a guy who can't even get into bed. So you best sort him out, alright? Or else I'm fucking done.
I get frustrated sometimes. That's what's going on. I'm not trying to be mean. Trust me, I'm not.
I'll be okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
The nurse is clearly bottling up what she really wants to say right now. I could just tell by the way she said, "You're welcome." You see, you might have heard the "you're welcome" come out of her voice, but if you can understand tone, you'd know that the way she said "you're welcome" was more of a go fuck yourself. This guy's taking liberties.
When I hit my call button, I know that a bing goes off and there's a blinking green light. So they know when I'm waiting and when they're taking too long. And they should really respond faster, but they don't.
Yeah, because we won't want you to starve, would we? Whatever's connecting this little call button thing that he's got, yeah, I'd disconnect it so then he would be fucked. But say if he shut the bed or something, don't try and picture that, I wouldn't advise it. But he'd press the button and literally no one would know. God help the people who first walk into that room though. Just a starving Stanley laying in his own shit. I'm getting demonetized.
I am calling for the nurse. I need to inform her of something.
She does not want to go in there, does she? She can probably smell it and is thinking, fuck, do I have to go in? It stinks.
Which state?
I'm calling for my pain medicine, my nurse.
Your nurse?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me tell her.
These people are really getting on my last nerve.
That was definitely a hold your breath job, wasn't it? Just the quick walk and the urgency to get the fuck out of there. Tells me she had to hold her breath when she came into close proximity of him. You want me to come and help you? Okay, fuck's sake.
I have to call them and check on things, or nothing happens. Hi, honey. Thank you, nurse.
Okay, right, I see what's going on here. He's milking it so he can get high off the pain meds. The amount of money that's being put into this man is a crime. If I was a doctor and I saw the state of his leg, I'd just be like, yeah, it's got to come off, I'm afraid. Fuck the pain meds, there's no saving that.
I do express myself. If I feel like something's not right, I'm gonna point it out and say it's not right, you know?
So every time you look in the mirror, do you point at yourself and go, that's not right? Good for you, Stephen. You're standing up, well, laying down for what you believe is right. It's delusional, innit? It makes sense now to why there's so many videos made about this man. There's just so much going on all of the time. Like, every time I look at him, I notice a different layer to his body. I'm just like, oh God, is that another layer? Month 3 and he's still not moved a fucking inch. Is he a toilet built into the bed? How's he been shitting? How's he been cleaning himself, actually? I reckon they just stick him in a wheelchair and just put him through an automatic car wash.
I know I'm still having my bad days, and the hospital isn't happy about that. But it's ridiculous what I have to do to get people to respond around here.
It's ridiculous what he has to do. Press a button and wait. Shocking. Having a man who can't move, not required to move, and just lay there, festering in his own shit. It's a tough life. The fact that people that live in the slums can even complain. They don't know how lucky they have it. No water or shelter, that's nothing. Try waiting an extra minute for your 87th meal of the day.
We're starting to develop some issues with Stephen. Over the past month,
he's lying in bed with 3 minion teddies. That's weird. Even if he wasn't obese and was just a regular sized bloke, that would still be questionable. If I was a doctor, I'd have to ask him, here, what's with the minions? You're an adult. Get what I'm saying?
Over the past month, a lot of his pathological behavior started to come out. He's become abusive to hospital staff, and he expects everybody to wait on him hand and foot.
I seem to be having the same issue with this doctor like I do with my own. I'm just struggling to understand what the fuck he's saying. Anyone else have the same issue? Your doctor starts talking about what he's prescribed you and what the issue is, and you just sat there thinking, mate, I have no idea what you're telling me right now.
I want this light off.
He thinks the world should revolve around him like a child does.
She's turning the lights off as well. Nah, I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't even make it to this stage. Remember, we're 3 months deep now. I'd hand him my notice as soon as I saw his leg. I'd see it and I'd just be like, wait, is that what we're dealing with? Yeah, nah, I'm done. Here's my 2-week notice for you. I do wish the nurse just went to him though. Ask me nicely and I'll think about it. I'm the one with the fully functioning body here, all right? So watch your mouth, treat me with some respect, or I'll set your minions on fire and make you watch.
And that is not acceptable behavior. Stephen,
Hey.
how are you today?
Okay, how are you?
All right.
I've just properly noticed the room is staying in. What's this? The fucking Four Seasons? It's not what I think of a room to look like when I imagine a hospital. The hospital near me is nowhere near that good. Even the private ones aren't that nice. They're all just blue and grey. Quite fucking miserable, actually, aren't they?
So you seem like you have an issue getting along with hospital staff, and I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
At times, you know, I sometimes I get frustrated. I tell them, if I act like a kid, I want you to treat me like a kid.
How about just not acting like a kid? That works. You know how disturbing it must be for the nurses when you're laid there, fully naked, no bra or anything, and you're telling them to treat you like a kid. And it's just brushing it off like what he's saying is normal and justifies him acting like a fat twat. Fat twat, kind of like that one.
How old are you?
I'm 33 years old.
So it's time for you to grow up.
Thank you. Fucking finally, someone's telling him.
Seems like this nurses are getting agitated with your behavior. I don't know what particularly is, but you need to work on that too.
Everybody has feelings.
I disagree. I don't think you do, Stephen. I reckon they're all clogged up. I reckon he's clogged his feelings up.
That's true. I'm glad you realize that.
And
Let me
people-
put it in plain thing. He came from up north, but this is Texas.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna have to shape up in Texas and behave like people in here. All right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's serious now. You're in Texas now, big boy. Time to shape up. Interesting choice of words. Time to shape up. I mean, he's halfway there. He's definitely a shape, but he's more shaped out more than up.
I don't want to hear of this issue again.
Yes.
And if I do, then this is going to be a very different conversation.
All right.
All right.
Nice to see you, Dr. Nazada. And Mario, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I can't stand that smug smile he's got on his face. Literally laughing at him as he's walking out too. It's crazy how unlikable this prick is.
At this point, Stephen is having a behavioral problem, but at the meantime, he's very sick and he needs medical help. And we're not gonna, that is Stephen's button. Look,
They should have made it so every time he presses the button, it's like a custom message instead of just a beep. Just a calm, friendly voice saying, "You're fat." Something to make him not want to press it. He probably wouldn't even give a fuck, would he? As long as he gets his food and drugs, he's living the dream.
but if he doesn't show some change in his behavior, then we will be unable to continue his treatment in the hospital. So it's his choice.
I like how it's a different person every time supplying him the drugs, because everyone who's had to deal with him before has just fucked off. They're going through the full department. They'll have to take volunteers soon because all the doctors just refuse. And the sad part is, right, there'll be people out there, especially in America, that would willingly volunteer to help this guy.
What's up? What you need?
Henry,
Henry for?
because I need to talk to him for a sec.
Okay, because you just pushed it 10 minutes ago.
I need to talk to Henry.
Okay.
I bet they're all sat in the staff room waiting to see who he wants. And when she comes in with the announcements and says he wants Henry, and Henry's just like, "Oh, fuck, are you sure he said Henry? Double check for me. Make sure that's definitely what he said, please. I can't go in there."
They took my tray somewhere because my table's a mess in my yard. Is my tray still out there?
Oh, what's that? Nah, it's not, is it? But at the same time, how else is he gonna go? How would that even work? Because I can't imagine his piss streams to have a high pressure. The blockages in that man's system, you'd actually have to siphon the piss out. Okay, you didn't need that image in your head. I do apologise. My curiosity takes over sometimes and I just start saying stuff that I immediately regret. Actually, I say it and I'm like, oh, fuck, I said that. No, but seriously, is that a bottle of piss? It is, isn't it? It's a bottle of piss.
Tray still out there?
Yeah, I think I saw it in the station.
What the hell? This is so annoying. Did someone bring in my tray? Are you serious?
Why they didn't think to do that 3 months earlier, I have no idea. That has to be Henry's doing, putting the remote away so you can't get it.
After Dr. Nasrallah talked to him, Steven didn't change at all. He keeps bothering, he keeps calling.
Damn it! Are they serious?
Oh, what's he done?
I hit that by an accident.
Fuck off.
I don't feel good, you know what I'm saying? You know that.
Stephen, just shut the fuck up for a second, because there's no way you've just done that. What's you not feeling good got to do with knocking a bottle of your own piss on the floor? It'd be that beefy piss too, because it was pure yellow, so it'll have a really pissy smell to it. And that's mixed in with the smell of him as well. They're gonna have to clean that up as well, aren't they?
Seen any patient like Stephen. He asking for pain medicine every 15 minutes, and then he spilled urine on the floor.
Ah, she is. She's cleaning it up. She's cleaning Stephen's piss off the floor. It's a very low point in anyone's life. No amount of gloves, towels, or masks could make me do that. You could offer me a piss-proof suit, I still wouldn't do it.
I'm just really upset, okay?
Upset about what? Because the doctors don't teleport with your food as soon as you press the button. You'd think he'd have a bit more understanding, wouldn't you? Considering he's the reason he can't move in the first place. I can never sympathise with a fat person that complains. Like, how are you going to complain over something that was completely in your control?
Stephen, what's going on with your behavior? You got a whole host of complaints from the nurses that you need to change your behavior. You haven't.
This has to be it now, surely. I was going to say he looks pissed off, but he always seems to look pissed off, so I don't know. I like his gold stethoscope, though. Is this like a flex in the medical world? Like, are the other doctors looking at this thinking, what a knobhead with his G700 gold edition stethoscope? I made that up, by the way. I don't really know my stethoscopes. But if I was a doctor, I'd be jealous if I didn't have that. I'd be on Amazon right now trying to find myself a gold stethoscope.
I know that, and I apologize for it.
Apology mean nothing. You come here for help. And at this point, there's nothing I can do to help you. So you're done here.
It's about fucking time. Get him out. That in itself must take a bit of planning, right? Maybe that's why it took so long, because think about it. You need to hire the machinery required to actually move him, then have permission to have certain areas blocked off just in case he takes a tumble and just crushes an innocent pedestrian. So they need to make sure they have a cleared off area for whatever they're going to transport him in. I'm going to guess some sort of HGV, but I don't know. Could be airlifted. Might be the easiest option.
I've been doing good and everything, please.
And unless you have an emergency, you will not be admitted back.
I've been good. I swear I apologize to everybody.
If you want to stay in the program, you need to find a place to stay because you're not staying here anymore.
This is the first time he's shown any sort of emotion. When he realises that he's actually fucked it. He's ironically pushed enough buttons to the point he has to actually relocate. And I can't see any other high-end hospitals like this one willing to take him in. Because I can imagine they'll keep a record of all this. They have to.
So your father needs to set you up somewhere else.
I don't have anywhere else to live.
If you say you have nowhere at all, I will have you drop in homeless shelter in a few minutes. You are finished.
A homeless shelter? Fucking hell. You may as well just drop him off in a lion enclosure, because I can't imagine the food supply being too great in a homeless shelter. So can you imagine what they'd be thinking if Steve showed up? To be fair, there'll probably be drugs, so you can crack on with that, I suppose. Crack on. Did you catch that? Pretty funny, right?
Can I please have another chance?
No. Your behavior at this point dictates that nobody can help you in here.
Please, I want to.
He's crying. We've got actual tears now. I'd hate to be in the doctor's position now, because I'm not good with people crying to me, like, at all. I just don't know what to do. Even when I try and be comforting, it just doesn't sound right, and I can hear how wrong it sounds as I'm saying it. So if someone's crying to me, I'm just like... You alright? That's all I've got. And then when I say that in my head, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, Ethan? They're clearly not alright. I just found it uncomfortable. And if anything, quite rude that you brought your cry to me, so now I have to deal with it. But because I'm a good person, I do what I can. It is dependent on who the person is, though. If it's a family member, I've got time for you. But if you're just a mate and you want to cry to me about some bullshit, I just don't need it.
Steve, there is no room for negotiation in here. This is not going to be tolerated by anybody.
I'll do anything for another shot.
He's not even crying, is he? He's just pulling the face you make when you do cry and just hopes tears come out.
And you call your dad. Come pick you up.
Can you call him?
Very well. We call your father to find out where we will take you.
He's really milking this to the very end, isn't he? He can't even be asked to call his fucking dad. If I was a doctor, I'd be like, nope, you're on your own now, buddy. I never want to hear from you again, all right?
Every program has to be tailored to the patient. But Stephen is so far off the chart from what we have ever experienced that there is no systematic approach to him, aside from how you treat a child to behave.
I always found myself trying to make out what he's saying instead of actually listening. There's certain points when he starts saying 6-letter words where I just completely fucking lose him. I just can't understand what the guy's saying, I'm sorry. I can't understand it.
But he also is very smart, and he knows how to manipulate everybody around him. And he will do whatever it takes to get his way. So he will cry, and he'll beg.
And throw his own piss on the floor. Let's not forget about that. To be fair, that could have been the turning point. He had that he threw piss on the floor and the doctor was like, yep, okay, that's enough.
But the reality is, he doesn't care about changing. No matter what you're addicted to, it all comes down to a choice. Either he wants to change and he's willing to try, or he isn't.
He isn't, simple as that. And I'm so glad this has ended, because I've had enough at staring at his veiny tits that have been dominant in every shot he's been in. Like, I'm trying not to stare at him, but they're in my peripheral all the time. I wanted to mention it early in the video, but I didn't want to risk getting demonetized. But now it's over, I feel like I can openly express that his droopy, veiny tits were bothering me through that entire thing. As I mentioned earlier, we've barely scraped the surface with this guy. But scraping the surface for me is more than enough, because I can't stand him. There's only so many videos I can watch of this guy before I say something that would get my channel suspended. So unless I see an uproar of people wanting me to watch more of him, I'm not doing it. I do plan on watching more of the show though, so if there's an episode in particular that you think I should watch, let me know. I do read the comments, believe it or not. This is a two-way thing we got going on here. I don't understand why I'm getting comments saying, Ethannn for Prime Minister all the time though. Like, what's all that about? Listen, I appreciate the support, you know I do, but what are we doing? Is that how bad this country's become? People watch me and think, yeah, let him run it. He'd do a better job. It'd be good content though, wouldn't it? I'd just vlog everything. Just capture the destruction of an entire country. It'd be funny too. I'd just take the piss. I wouldn't even wear a suit or a tie. I'd be different. Like, I'd turn up to my speeches in a full night tracksuit with grass stains on the joggers because I've just gone for a kickabout at Windsor Castle. My first announcement would be the legalisation of weed. And then I'd resign and open up my own dispensary. Okay, I'm gonna go now.